Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Lee of Sticky Scribbles, and today we will be making some easy planner bows. These are already in my shop, so if you see it and you love them, the shop link is always in the description. You can check it out in the accessory section. But if you are a DIYer like myself, then this is the video for you. So to make these planner bows, I am using pre-made bows. You can get bows in hair accessory stores, craft stores, or even at the end of the year when there's a lot of ornaments coming out, you could check those stores for bows. And you will also need a hot glue gun, twine, or some kind of thread or rope. I am using golden yarn twine. And you would also need paper clips. The size of the paper clips will depend on the size of your bow. So if you have a bigger bow, use a bigger paper clip. If you have a smaller bow, use a smaller paper clip. And yeah, so that's basically what you need. And so you would see in the video, I am using the hot glue gun to stick the paper clip to the back of the bow. Now I am doing this not really, it gives the bow an extra bit of strength and an extra bit of steadiness and security, but I mainly do this to hold the paper clip exactly in the position that I want it to be in. So you would see as I'm sticking, I would just flip it over and check to make sure that it is aligned straight. So that will take me into the next step of the video. I'm showing you how the bows will look at the end of the video. That is the finish I want. You see how it's directly aligned? That is exactly what I want. I don't want my bow to be lopsided. So using the glue helps me get that effect, and it also makes it easier later on when we are wrapping the twine. Okay, so I am just going to go on. I'm going to skip some parts because all I'm doing at first is sticking the paper clip to the back of the bow. But when you are doing this, guys, and the reason why I'm doing all the sticking at the same time is because you have to let it dry. You can't do it when the glue is not dry. It will just be a mess, right? And then glue will be everywhere. So wait until it's dry and then move on to the next step. And I honestly love doing these things because I love decorating my planners. I love my planners to always look decorated. I like it to look cohesive. And so these are just some simple, easy things that you can do to decorate your planner. So here I have finished sticking all of my bows onto the paper clips. You would see they are nice and aligned and straight. And so now we're moving on to the next part. Very simple. However, my filming skills at this time was not too good because I was not seeing very well. So sometimes you would see me dip out of frame and dip back in. But what I'm simply doing is wrapping the thread around. You see what I'm doing there? I'm just wrapping the thread around the center. Now, as I am wrapping, one of my fingers are holding the twine in place so that it doesn't move, because I want the cord or the twine or whatever you're using, you want it to stay where you place it, right? And you also want to wrap it in such a way that you are covering whatever glue that you used on the back. You don't want the glue exposed. That will just look, it won't look good. So you want to wrap, but you are wrapping it tightly because you want it to be firm on there. But you are also wrapping in an order where you are covering all the glue, and the back looks just as good as the front. Many times I buy bows and the back looks horrible. The front looks beautiful, but when you look at the back, it looks, and in a planner, you see both back and front of your bow, right? So just make sure you align it properly. And so that's why I'm coming out of frame, because I'm making sure I'm seeing what I'm doing. At the end, when you have wrapped how much you want to wrap, you tie the ends, and you are tying it and you are making sure that it is secure as possible. So you would see me tying it not once, but I tied it twice or 3 times, because you don't want it to come out. Okay, we don't want this to move. We want our bow to last a very long time. So you tie it about 3 times and make sure, pull it tight. Use the strength you have, right? But at the same time, as you are tying, adjust and make sure that the bow stays where you want it and it's not lopsided. So you have to make sure that one side of the bow is not bigger than the next side, all right? So just make sure you're keeping a balance. Just use your eye judgment, as I call it. Eye judgment. Yeah. So I don't know how much times I've wrapped that, but I've wrapped it a good amount of times, right? So you just want to wrap it until you feel that it's secure enough. And then after you finish wrap, adjust, because when you are wrapping, some shifts will take place, right? So pull, tug, adjust, center, do what you have to do to realign your bow. When you are finished with that, what you want to do is cut the ends of the thread, as you will see that I do soon. But this part, I think it wasn't filmed because I had to go off camera to see exactly what I was doing. But you cut the ends of the twine, and the part that remains with the big knot, because you don't want to have a big knot at the back of your plannable, right? So as you would see me here, I'm cutting it, but you would see sooner or later that I take whatever you want. Take not something sharp that will cut, but I take this instrument, which is a creasing tool I use, and you could use anything, the end of a paper clip as well, and tuck that knot underneath what you wrapped around. So just take the tool, as you would see me doing there, but I wasn't seeing very well, so I had to put it closer, and stick it underneath. Just take that tool, you see what I'm doing there, and just push it underneath. So you will not see the knot. The knot will be hidden under the wrapping. And what I do is that I take a little glob of glue and just put it on the end there where you pushed it in, so that it will stay in. Okay, guys? So once you have done that, your planner bow is secure. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to last a really, 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 really long time. Yeah, so that's simply how you make this planner bow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you and showing you one of the planner bows I made. There are many different ways to make planner bows, and this is the simplest one, so I thought I would share that with you so that you can make some at home. All right, see you in the next video, guys. Bye. Talk to me, baby, I've been